Hello there, and we're in day 159 in the Bible in a year, February the 6th in the Old Testament. And this is a horrible story. I can't pretend it's anything other than a horrible story. It's about two of David's sons and one of his daughters. And you've read the story. Amnon rapes his half sister Tamar, who is Absalom's full sister. And Amnon rapes her. She's a virgin. He forces, and as much as he loved her before he raped her, often when you sin against someone, sometimes when you feel really guilty, you actually start hating the person you've sinned against. And this is exactly what Amnon does. It says he hated her with intense hatred. In fact, he hated her more than he had loved her. Amnon said to her, "Get up and get out." So not only was she raped, not only was she not a virgin, but he wouldn't even marry her. He actually despised her. And Absalom, his half brother, he sees what happens and he can't forgive Amnon. He doesn't say a word, but he waits a couple of years. And then he goes through this whole process where he murders his half brother and then he flees. And this is really a story. It continues. And this is a story about hatred. This is a story about unforgiveness. This is a story about what goes wrong in human relationships when we look to use relationships for our own benefit instead of for those of others. The one brother rapes his sister. The other brother hates him and he ends up murdering him. And then he ends up going away. And later on, we will see that Absalom, even though he will come back, he will actually rebel against David. And I think it's this that begins it. Hatred comes into Absalom here. He doesn't deal with it. He doesn't forgive. He allows bitterness to take root, and it becomes part of who he is. And I think in one sense he becomes a changed person. And the lesson for us is to keep short accounts, not only with God, but with other people. To choose not to use people for our own benefit, because then we actually start to hate them or we hate ourselves. And also, if someone wrongs you or wrongs someone that you love, if you don't forgive, if you don't find a way to get reconciliation, the bitterness doesn't just destroy the other person, which it might. Be careful, because it can destroy you. And this is what eventually happened to Absalom. So that's the lesson for today. See you soon.